What happens to your business if your website goes viral today? Most managed WordPress hosting will either crash or send you a massive invoice for overage fees. I wanted to know if Liquid Web is actually any different or just another host with big marketing budget. For the last 3 months, I've been testing Liquid Web managed WordPress hosting, especially their Nexcess infrastructure. I pushed Liquid Web server to absolute limit with 1000 concurrent users to see if it's truly unbreakable. I bought Liquid Web's Spark Elevate plan with my own money. No free account, no review discounts. I set up a heavy WooCommerce site with dummy product just to try and break their server. Today I am showing you exact GTmetrix and loader.io result, Liquid Web dashboard tool and hosting features that are actually matter. I am also going to expose a massive critical flaw with the Cloudflare Integration that almost made me cancel my account. So let's get started. First, let's take a look at the Liquid Web dashboard. If you are coming from the ultra modern UI of Kinsta or Rocket.net, the Liquid Web dashboard is a total time machine, and it's not in a good way. It's a traditional old school interface. But here's the trade-off. You want paying for a eye candy. It's run on a solid AMD EPYC infrastructure with an Nginx reverse proxy. It's built for a heavy lifting, not just looking pretty. From here, you can easily manage your backup, monitor your bandwidth, access your database. Now let's take a look at the server performance. I ran a standard GTmetrix speed test from a Seattle server to see how Liquid Web handled basic traffic. The results were flawless. As you can see, it passed every single Google Code Web vital metrics with ease. But here's the secret. Cache speed is easy for any managed WordPress hosting. The real test is happen when people actually start adding product to their cart. To test real world pressure, I bypassed the cache completely and used loader.io to simulate 1000 users hitting the cart and checkout page for 1 minute. The result, no server crashes and 0% error rate. The average response time was under 500 milliseconds. This is why Liquid Web earned its keep. While shared hosting collapses under 10 concurrent visitors, Liquid Web doesn't even break a sweat. How are they doing this? 2 reasons. First, they gives you 10 PHP workers per site across all plans. Most premium hosting limit PHP workers to 2 unless you are paying hundreds of dollars. If you actually manage to hit PHP worker limit during a flash sale, Liquid Web free auto-scaling features kicks in and double your PHP workers for 24 hours. Second, they include Redis Object Cache Pro for free. This plugin usually costs $95 a month. With this plugin, your site dynamic database queries happens in the RAM, not in the CPU. This reduces server load, lowers CPU usage and improves page load time, especially for dynamic sites like WooCommerce and membership sites. Finally, no arbitrary page revisit limit. Unlike Kinsta and WP Engine, they don't charge for your monthly visit. You are charged based on your bandwidth, meaning an optimized site can serve millions of users without paying a overage fees. They also throw a premium email hosting and solid security pro plugin for free with all plans. This isn't a sponsor video and Liquid Web is far from perfect. Let's talk about the bad stuff, because there are 3 major issues here. First, the Cloudflare integration is half-baked. They market it as a performance shield that sounds amazing on a paper, but during my 3 months of testing, I got repeated activation failed error. It took their support about 48 hours to fix the DNS support. Even when it works, the default header tells Cloudflare not to cache HTML. This completely negates performance advantages of an enterprise-edge CDN. If you want a seamless full-page caching, you are better off with using Flying CDN. Second, the lack of Asian data center. If your site traffic comes from the US and UK, your TTFB will be blazing fast, 126 milliseconds. But India or Singapore, that jumps up to 1.9 seconds. Without local data center, you will fail Core Web Vital instantly in those regions. Finally, the staging site. In 2026, one-click staging environment should be standard for all managed WordPress hosting plans. Liquid Web logs the staging site behind the most expensive, the Elevate plan. So what's the final verdict? If you run a high traffic WooCommerce store or a membership site and your traffic comes from US and UK, use Liquid Web without a second thought. The raw server power is unbeatable for the price. It handles 1000 uncached users without breaking a sweat. And raw backend performance is exactly what dynamic site needs. But if you have a global audience or specifically traffic comes from Asia, look elsewhere. Liquid Web latency is just too high without a local data center. So if you want to use Liquid Web for your site, use the link in the video description to get the best deal. Drop a comment if you want to see me testing another hosting. I am Sayon, thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video.